So here we have a question on probability. We have a set S where there are events W1, W2 and so on. So S is an infinite set with so many events possible, okay? That is the sample space, and the probability of the nth event is half of that of the previous one, okay, of Wn minus 1, okay, and n is more than or equal to 2, right? Then we have a set of these numbers 2k plus 3l. K and L, both of them are natural numbers. Then you have to find the probability of this set B. Okay. So I'll explain you what is the question meaning and how we can approach the question. Okay. So let's just approach the question one by one, piece by piece. Okay. First, they are saying that S is a set of many events, infinitely many events. W1, W2, W3, like W infinity. Okay. There are so many events. Okay. So the probability of W2 is half of that of W1, and like that W3 the probability will be half of W2. Okay. So let's say the probability of W1 happening, let's say something lambda. So W2 is going to be lambda by 2. W3, the probability of W3 is going, this is lambda by 2. Probability of W3 is going to be lambda by 2 square, and like that. Okay. So there are so many events, infinitely many events, right? So if I sum them up, the total probability has to be 1, right? Sum of all the probabilities has to be 1, isn't it? So if I sum them all up, I should get 1, right? So that means lambda plus lambda upon 2 plus lambda upon 2 square until infinity. This should be 1. This should be equal to 1. So this is a GP. Okay. This is a GP with common ratio as 1 by 2. I can write this as lambda. First term is 1 upon 1 minus 1 by 2. This is equal to 1. That means, right, 2 lambda is 1. So you are getting lambda is equal to 1 by 2. Okay. That means the probability of this W1 happening is 1 by 2, right? So similarly, the second one will be 1 by 4, 1 by 8, and like that, the probability of the next event is going on decreasing and decreasing, right? The first event, the probability is 1 by 2. Okay. So this is one thing that we have found out, that this lambda is 1 by 2. The probability of this W1 happening is 1 by 2, right? So PW1 we have found out to be 1 upon 2. Now what is the question saying? That let A be a set of these numbers, okay? And B is a set of Wn, where n, the natural number n, this n has to be a natural number, but this n is not any natural number, but the natural number n here should be of this form, okay, where k and l, both of them are natural numbers, right? So now you see, if I write 2k plus 3l, where k and l, both of them are natural numbers, what can be those natural numbers? Are they all the natural numbers with this form 2k plus 3l? Is it covering all the possible natural numbers or only a few of them? Okay, let's find out that thing. So first of all, we can see that k and l, both of them are natural numbers. So they can be minimum 1, 1 each. So obviously, if I put k is 1, l as 1, this thing here can be minimum 5, right? So that means this 2k plus 3l cannot be lesser than 5, right? It has to be 2k plus 3l has to be more than 5. That is one thing that we can see here, right? So obviously the set B here won't have the events W1, W2, W3 and W4. These 4 events cannot be in the set B. Okay. Now again, just see here, this 2k plus 3l, for L is equal to 1, I can write this as 2k plus 3. That is 2k plus 2 plus 1. That is 2k plus 1 plus 1, right? So now see, this is 2 times this plus 1. This is odd form. This is covering odd numbers, right? odd numbers are of 2m plus 1 form, isn't it? So I have made it in that form. And now if you see, for k is equal to 1, this is which odd number? 5, right? For k is equal to 1, this is 5. And for k is equal to 2, this is going to be 7, right? So that means it will cover all the odd numbers greater than equal to 5. For k is equal to 3, you'll get 9. So that means this thing here covers all the odd numbers more than or equal to 5. Okay. So I'm summarizing our findings here. 2k plus 3l can be all the odd numbers, all the odds greater than equal to 5. This is okay. We are getting for some value of k and l, we can get all the odd numbers greater than equal to 5. Okay. I have shown how for l is equal to 1 like this. Okay. Similarly, now let's take L as 2. Let's say L is 2 now. So this become L can be 2. Natural number it is. Okay. So 2k plus 6. So this is like 2 times k plus 3. Right. Now see, 2 times something is an even number. 2 times something, 2m is an even number. So 2 times k plus 3 is even number form. And what is the minimum for k is equal to 1? This will be 8, isn't it? For k is equal to 2, this is going to be 10, right? So 8, 10, 12, all the even numbers are getting included. So obviously, this thing here covers all the even numbers as well, greater than equal to all the evens greater than equal to 8 are covered. Check, right? So what are all the numbers that are not included? So out of all the natural numbers, obviously this 2k plus 3l will be some natural number, right? And we saw that this can be for some values of k and l, this is covering all the odd numbers more than 5. And for some values of k and l, it is also possible to get all the even numbers greater than equal to 8, right? So out of all the natural numbers, what are the numbers that are not included? So you see, in the beginning only we saw that 1, 2, 3, 4, this was not possible, right? 5 is possible, 8 is possible, all the odds. So 6 is also not covered, okay? Any value of k and l won't give you 6. So these 5 events are not included in B, in the set B. These 5 events are excluded. Rest, whatever events are there in the set S are there in set B, except these 5. W1, W2, W3, W4, W6. Okay. The probability of this S was 1. Okay. In total, the probability was 1. So to get the probability of B, what I'll do? Simply, the probability of set S was 1. The total, in total W1, W2, all those events, total, some event has to occur, right? So in total, the probability was 1. Obviously, we have used that thing already. So 1 minus the probabilities of these, W1, W2, W3, like this, minus the probability of W1 plus probability of W2 plus probability of W3 plus probability of W4 plus probability of W6. This will give me the probability of PB. Okay. And we saw here, we saw initially only that the probability of the next one is half of the other, right? So if the probability of this one is 1 by 2, this is 1 by 2 square. The probability of the third one, W3, is 1 upon 2 cube, right? So I can say from here, I can say that PB is 1 minus PW1 is what? 1 by 2. PW2 is 1 by 2 square. PW3 is 1 upon 2 cube. We have seen here. PW4 is 1 upon 2 to the power 4. And PW6 is 1 upon 2 to the power 6 here. Right. So just we'll simplify this. This is going to give me what? This will give me 3 upon 64. 2 upon 6 is 64. and this is going to be, you can solve this. This is 32 and plus 16 plus 8 plus 4 plus 1, right? So this is giving me 1 minus 61 upon 64, that is 3 upon 64, right? So PB, the probability of all the events in set B is 3 upon 64, okay? So now you see option number 2 here becomes our final answer. Option number, the second one is our final answer, 3 upon 64. We have reached to our answer logically. Okay. Thank you.